Since my last video, I've actually been fishing quite a lot. However, my winter so far hasn't quite gone to plan. Despite fishing really hard on my winter syndicate, constantly keeping my eyes on the water, setting my alarm clock in the middle of the night to listen for shows, and even moving swims throughout the night and throughout my sessions, I'm still none the wiser where the carp are held up. So when the guys at Go Catch offered me the chance to fish a lake that has brilliant winter form and a good chance of catching a winter carp, I absolutely jumped at the chance. So with all that said, if I can catch just one this session, I'll be really happy. So let's go. Located on the Staffordshire-Shropshire border, Esnes Quarry is an 18-acre disused sand and gravel quarry. With a huge array of features including several islands, plateaus, bars and a variety of depths, it makes the fishing really interesting. With over 600 newly stocked carp and a lake record of 42 pound, hopefully this was going to be the venue to get my winter off to a good start. However, with this lake there is one big catch, and that is that it's 45 foot in places. A really, really deep quarry, and even in the margin, sort of 5 wraps out, you're talking 25 foot. So what I'm going to do now, with regards to these deep lakes, it's vitally important that you make sure that you are actually fishing over the bait that you're spodding out. So I'm going to spend a good amount of time now getting my rods clipped up, getting my spod rod clipped up so everything is perfect. So I've got a really good chance of catching some of the stunning carp in here, and to make it even better, there will be a winter carp at that, hopefully. Right, so the rods are out. Yeah, don't know anything about Esnes Quarry at all, to be fair. So this is the first time that I've ever fished it, first time that I've ever looked around it, and I booked peg 5. So apparently this swim does have decent winter form. And there's 2 things actually that I do know about the lake. So obviously I know about the depth of it, which is why it fishes so well throughout sort of December time. We're only literally 3 days from Christmas Day now. And they do like a lot of bait, so people have been catching over sort of 50 spods worth of bait, not zig, sort of boilie, corn, pellet, all of those sorts of things. So it's almost like autumn tactics or sort of summertime tactics. And it was only yesterday a guy put out a 17-litre bucket of bait and caught 2 carp over that. So I've gone sort of semi-conservative, so I've put out 30 spods in total, just of 8 and 12 millers of the bug, and then just some beat stem pellet, which is like a low oil pellet, and some corn. So loads of liquid over the top of that, just so you can sort of get that smell into the water column in that deep water. Yeah, we'll see how we go. We're getting obviously decent drops. It's all pretty clear. It's all completely clear, to be fair, over there. So not fishing far out, sort of 12 wraps, because it does go extremely deep if I push out too far. Hopefully I will have my first winter carp. Very quiet night for me, and yesterday I haven't caught anything yet. I'm going to just keep 2 rods on the spot, but I'm just going to go slightly deeper. The bailiff yesterday did catch a couple in around about 45 foot, so I'm just going to move one rod to the left of me and yeah, see how that goes. I'm just going to flick out a solid bag, double bagged, so that it obviously sinks to the bottom, around about 5 or 6 spods of the bait over the top, and we'll see if that can bring a bite. Well, we'll definitely take that in the winter. Yeah, my first winter carp. Obviously not the biggest one in the lake, but yeah, it just goes to show that sort of you need to get your depths right basically at this time of year. And this one I reckon is probably around about 45 foot in total of water, just letting that solid bag just totally drop as quickly as possible. So yeah, I'm going to now dispatch 2 solid bags in that area because they're obviously held up there. So yeah, all night with nothing. This one literally rattled off within probably half an hour of putting that bag out. So yeah, really, really happy, buzzing.
Oh, it's still not too bad actually. Come on. She's in. Oh, over the moon with that. Absolutely over the moon.
So yeah, again, going within half an hour of putting that right hand rod back out. As I said, I've put 2 rods over that area now, sort of 5 spod to that mix over the top, just to keep that bait sort of trickling in. Yeah, and this one rattled off within sort of, again, 20 minutes of putting the rod out. Obviously with all the filming and everything, I haven't got the main rod out, so I'm desperate to get that rod out now. So yeah, session's going really well. Obviously second one of the winter, over those solid bags, sort of double wrapped to make sure that they hit the bottom. Before we get this rod back out, obviously after having that fish, I'll quickly show you the rig that I'm using. It's just my standard solid bag rig, near enough that I use everywhere. The only difference is that I'm not using a stem. Now in terms of the actual hook, this is a size 4 wide gape, just with a little bit of shrink tube over that Ronnie swivel. I wouldn't advise using a kicker inside a solid bag, just because when you are compressing it down, potentially you've got the risk of that sort of moving about. In terms of the hook baits, I've been using a variety of different hook baits this session, from pinks to yellows. This one's just a PB wafter. Just a little bit of putty on that 4 inches of coated braid, just so it sits inside that bag nice and neatly. Yeah, and really this is where it's slightly different from what I usually use. So I am using the 65-pound leadless leader there, and all I've done with this, I've just spliced on a size 8 ring swivel onto that section there, and then I'm actually keeping on the plastic section that comes with the inline leads, and that just pushes in. Then I've just tidied that up by just pushing over a leg clip sleeve over the top. In terms of how this will work, it's not drop off, it's more running in essence. So when you get a run, this does sort of pop out, and obviously if you get cut off, that lead will just come straight off. So that is what I've been using this session. Now in terms of why am I not using stems, because most of the time I do use stems in my fishing. The reason why, when I'm casting out, I'm casting to the clip, but I'm just undoing that clip straight away and just letting the rig just drop straight. The reason for that is just for accuracy purposes, because I'm basically, wherever I'm clipped up with my rods, I'm just spodding at that, because I'm just concerned with the amount of swing back that you get with a solid bag. I could be spodding well away from my bait. And obviously with a stem, I am a little bit worried that it could just sort of sit up when I'm doing that. So with the leadless leader, even if it sits up, it's that supple, it's obviously just going to drop that down. So yeah, hopefully we'll have a couple more to show you for camera. Obviously this session's going really well now. So yeah, without further ado, let's get this bag tied up.
Incredible winter venue this. If I hadn't moved these rods, I'd have been sat there all day, sort of scratching my bald head. She's a lovely dark one. Oh yeah, what a fish. Just don't come off. Come on. She's swimming to the net. Brilliant.
Really cool character, this one. Yeah, lovely in jet black. Say probably a mid double. Yeah, been quite unfortunate with the sizes I think this session, but yeah, when they look like this, that old cliche, size does not matter at all. I said at the start of the video I'd be really happy with just one, so yeah, to catch 3 I am over the moon, and a lovely little Christmas present for me. Happy days. So I've just run out of bait, so I'll quickly show you the bait that I'm using this session. I'm not going to run through obviously how to make it, but basically all it is, it's just a mixture of boilie, pellet and corn. All of these are large items. The last thing you want to be using when you are here, because of the depth, is crumb and maggot and things like that, because of course they're just going to drift all over the lake bed. So in terms of the size of these, I've just got obviously normal size corn, some 6mm pellet. This is beta stim from DNA, which is brilliant in these cold water conditions, and then some 10mm bug. And then to finish that off, all I'm doing is just putting a handful of 12mm bug in there, and that's basically the mix. So if you are coming to Esnes Quarry, obviously feel free to give that a try, whatever bait you use at this time of year. And also on Esnes Quarry, because of the depth, just make sure the items are big enough to get to the bottom of that lake bed. Oh yeah, she's a small one, but she's absolutely stunning, fully scaled. I believe these ones were stocked at like £1. Yeah, they are coming on well. Oh, she's in. What a stunner.
Too quick out.
Sorry, mate.
Didn't get as much as I was hoping on that one.
No worries. This fishery is going to be absolutely amazing in a few years' time. Yeah, once these fish are grown, imagine sort of this fish at sort of 20, even £30, and there are 30s and even a 40 in this lake. So, as I said previously, I've been a little bit unlucky for size, but what an absolute stunner. So, yeah, in terms of stocking these were actually stocked, I think, at £1.5. So, yeah, they're certainly growing extremely nicely. So yeah, what I'm now going to do, I'm just going to chuck 3 rods in that area. I think the other one hasn't produced, so yeah, absolutely buzzing though. What a cracking winter session. So if you are struggling obviously for bites like I've been throughout this winter, this could potentially be a really good place for you to go to get a few winter bites. That is the end of my short 48-hour session down here at Esnes Quarry. Literally just got the bivvy to pack away now, and yeah, of course the rods are still left out. Obviously if I do manage to have something while I'm packing away, I will show you. But yeah, 4 fish, I'm absolutely over the moon with that. I started the session only wanting 1, so to catch 4 is fantastic. That's the deepest that I've ever caught carp. So yeah, 44, 45 foot, just unbelievable. Yeah, loads of bait going in, keep those fish feeding. And yeah, this place has brilliant winter form. So if you are struggling, maybe on your syndicate ticket or your winter ticket, and you just want a few bites during these colder months, definitely give Esnes a go. And yeah, it's available on the Go Catch app. So thank you very much for watching. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and hopefully I will see you on the bank sometime.